A system of equations that has at least one solution is consistent. A consistent system can either be independent or dependent. A consistent system that is independent has exactly one solution. For example, the systems in problems 1 and 2 that we saw earlier are consistent and independent. A consistent system that is dependent has infinitely many solutions. A system of equations that has no solution is inconsistent. Problem 3. Systems with infinitely many solutions or no solution. What is the solution of each system? Use a graph. Part A. 2y minus x equals 2 and y equals 1/2 x plus 1. So we'll graph the equations 2y minus x equals 2 and y equals 1/2 x plus 1 in the same coordinate plane. If we were to convert the first equation into slope-intercept form, we'd see that it matches the second equation. So what we have here are two different equations representing the same line. So when we graph the red and blue, notice they show it in purple because it's both lines combined, they just totally overlap one another. The equations represent the same line. Any point on the line is a solution of the system, so there are infinitely many solutions. The system is consistent and dependent. Remember, consistent because it has at least one solution, and dependent because it has infinitely many solutions. Part B. Y equals 2x plus 2 and y equals 2x minus 1. You probably notice right away, both of these equations have the same slope, but they have different y-intercepts. When we graph them, as shown below, we can see that they're parallel lines. The lines are parallel, so there's no solution. We can classify the solution as inconsistent. Your turn. What is the solution of each system in parts A and B? Use a graph. Describe the number of solutions. System A, System B, and part C is a reasoning item. Before graphing the equations, how can you determine whether a system of equations has exactly one solution, infinitely many solutions, or no solution? And a three-part concept summary to finish up the lesson. Systems of linear equations. A graph here shows one solution. The lines intersect at one point. The lines have different slopes. The equations are consistent and independent. A system with infinitely many solutions. Graphed here. The lines are the same. The lines have the same slope and y-intercept. The equations are consistent and dependent. And finally, no solution. The lines are parallel. The lines have the same slope and different y-intercepts. The equations are inconsistent.